All right, y'all. So right now we are currently in Pattaya City. I think y'all probably watched last video or something and noticed like we came here through it all after everything had happened. Um, right now we are in our hotel. She's texting our building to see further updates on like what's going on with how they checking it out, the engineers and the people who built the building. Actually, what do they say before we head back to our condo with safety or however it goes? But we wanted to come here. So a lot of people was worried, and I genuinely want to say thank you everyone that checked in on us, that commented, that was hitting us on DM, family members, like all that, because it was like a very very terrifying situation that I haven't experienced, she haven't experienced. You know, we are Americans coming on the other side of the world, so chaos and tragedy can happen anywhere, just in different type of forms. So that was a format that I wasn't familiar with and she wasn't familiar with. But God got us, and happily that we're here today to explain and tell more of our sides and of our story on her point of view, my point of view, and how we all came back together and where we at today and right now.
Ah.
You're talking to a girl, you think, huh?
Oh, sorry, I was
It's
just
cool.
yeah. Okay, so I kind of told my point of view a little in the last video. But before we go and like to like the real like story and like how everything kind of really happened, I do also want to say thank you guys so much for all the support, the DMs, to my family members, to my mom's coworkers, cash apping me. Like, thank you guys so much in Pattaya because we just really didn't feel safe going back. We were just uncertain, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys, right? I had been in earthquakes. So I lived in Japan for a month. I've been in two pretty like kind of like big earthquakes. In Rhode Island, there's earthquakes. It just like in the moment when it was happening, it didn't dawn on me that it was an earthquake. Plus, I've never been in such a big earthquake. Usually, the earthquakes that I've been in, it's just like maybe some minor stuff fall off the wall. You know, it's like a little rattle. Like, but also in Rhode Island, like our homes aren't as big as the condos out here. They're not 33
Feet up, like
like
33
flights
flights.
up,
Yeah.
it's like 3 floors up, so it's like you're barely feeling it. When I was in Japan and I was in the earthquakes, again I was in like a home, so it was like not too much I was feeling. um but I do really want to say thank you guys so much, and we are God's children because he definitely had us covered, he had us safe, he had us like wrapped around in his arms. And I just know that who's calling me? My sister. Oh. I just know that we are God's children. Yes. My whole family is covered by Jesus, so we were safe. I'm so thankful that we were safe. Obviously, in the moment, you guys saw me crying in the last video and stuff. Like, as a mother, it was probably one of the most terrifying feeling ever because I didn't know what was happening. I just was like, oh my God, like I'm not with my babies, like, and I feel like if you're a mother out there, or even if you're a dad, like that feeling of just trying to like, what do I do? Like, how do I get to my babies? Like, that was all that was running through my head. I was just so scared. Not for me. I was so scared because I didn't have my kids and I wanted my kids and I didn't know. I had no idea what was happening. I didn't know it was an earthquake. I really, I just, yeah. I didn't know.
But we here right now to even like, I want to say like, basically start off on how the day like genuinely started,
Right.
and lead up to that starting point, because we both was all separated. Just on a normal day of how we do things out here. That morning, got up, what I'm saying, gave myself a haircut.
I slept in.
Yeah, like
because
regular.
I was so tired, and I never sleep in, y'all. I slept in.
Facts. The nanny came at regular time routine. Um, I came back upstairs because I ended up leaving first out the house, handling what I was handling downstairs with folks. Then they ended up leaving, and I came upstairs and then asked like, "Do you want a coffee?" I had to get some essentials for the house. I told her, I told her before I left, I'm like, I'm about to go upstairs, meet me at the top because I'm gonna, have whatever I was doing up there, I was doing up there. I goes upstairs. Truth, this is a real, I goes upstairs. I have a moment to myself. I'm by myself up there. I even started a vlog on my personal channel while I was up there. I walked around the building at the top, showing y'all, et cetera, the city. Then I'm like, okay, let me go downstairs and go handle the routine that I was supposed to go do, which was go get essentials like water, like tissues, things for the house. I go all the way down to the floor. I walk normal.
I'm gonna say, wait, before you
Go ahead,
continue,
you got it.
I'm still in the house. Like, I had slept in, and I don't ever sleep in. Like, I never slept in. I was just so tired. Like, the day that it happened, I was really exhausted already. So I had slept in a little. I told King, I'm like, let's go get couples massages today. Like, my body felt so tense. Like, I was tired. I just wanted to relax, you know? I ended up getting my Sheen package. I shot a whole Sheen video, like, in the room. The nanny was in the other room with the girls. Like, I was still in the house. He was out with like a friend downstairs, and then he had went to the store, and I was still in the house. But as soon as I was done filming my video, I was on my phone for a little while responding to emails. And then I was like, I texted King and I was like, where are you? Like, and then I ended up leaving. I told the nanny, I said, I'm gonna be right back. He had a key card. I took a key card. I was like, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go see where King's at. I thought he was in the rooftop still. So I go upstairs to the rooftop, and there was a lady there. I looked at her and I was like, she was the only one in the building. So then I walked around the whole thing. The crazy
thing about it, the same lady, like when I first went up, I know the lady you talking about, the same lady. When I went up there, nobody was up there, but I saw a book on a table and I saw like a laptop charger. Nobody was up there, it was just me. When I walked around the top building, whatever, I came back in. That lady was right there. She was right there on the left hand side. Basically, when you come out the elevator, she on the right hand side. When I came through the door from outside, she was on my left hand side, and she was just sitting there by herself. And then that's when I went down, and I went to the store. I'm heading to the store at this point.
So I'm on the rooftop. He's already heading to the store, but he didn't answer me, so I didn't even know where he was. But I'm already figuring, like, I knew he had to go to the store, and I knew he was going to the rooftop. So I went to the rooftop, walked around the whole thing. I'm looking around, the city. I'm like, oh, like, it's breezy today. Like, it's so beautiful. It feels. I remember thinking in my head, like, wow, it's so breezy. It feels so nice out. So then I'm like, okay, he's not here. So then I'm like, I'm gonna just go check the lobby. Maybe he's already in the lobby. So I go back in the elevator, and I go in the.
So you got to pause.
I go in the elevator. No. I'm not paused yet.
Okay, because you went in the, okay, because that's when it's about to start. I'm coming back from the store.
Yeah, he's coming back from the store. But by the time he's coming back from the store, I'm getting in the elevator to go downstairs to the lobby. So I get in the elevator on the rooftop. There's the 33rd floor. I click lobby, whatever. I'm in the elevator. And it starts going fast. Like, faster than normal. And I'm looking at the numbers. And I'm like, what the hell? I start hearing, like, click, clack, click, clack. Like, there's something, like, as if, like, the screws or, like, the bolts are, like, unloosening or something. And I'm like, at that point, I'm not, like, terrified. I'm just kind of confused, like, is the elevator messing up? And then in my head, I'm thinking, maybe it's because I'm coming from the rooftop all the way down to the lobby. Like, I don't know, maybe this, like, I don't know, I was just thinking that. So then I start hearing it more, like, it starts getting faster to go down. So it finally gets to the lobby. And it was, like, a big, like, you know what I mean? Like, it just was like
more just like put you down.
Like too, like fast. Not as like calm as it usually does. It was just really fast, and then the doors open fast, and I was like, at that point, I'm like, what the hell's going on? Like, I'm thinking like I broke. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm thinking I broke the elevator. I'm thinking the elevator broke because I went from the rooftop all the way down to the lobby. I get out the elevator, and I just start hearing. And at that point, I see King. King literally, literally comes in.
So at this point, like, I'm walking. I have the water bottles in my hand. I have toilet paper. I had my essentials on me coming back from the store. So I'm walking kind of towards inside of the building, and I see her too because she's like just coming down. I
literally just got out the elevator.
She coming down the elevator and stuff, and like some odd reason for me, I'm walking into it, but then I'm starting to see like everybody, from my point of view, everybody is kind of like moving faster than normal, like usual. So everybody just moving, and just saying like something in Thai, da.
Yeah, we couldn't understand what they were saying.
And you could kind of go because it goes into you and then me, and then that's when it kind of breaks free. And then there's like my own like part of story, and then there's like her side of it at the same time. So from that point, when I walk up and I'm seeing everybody move fast, and I'm looking at her, Then behind me, I look kind of like behind myself because there's the pool top, and then all the water is just like flowing off, like slowly, but it's coming off.
Wait, before that though,
Go ahead.
I get out the elevator. I'm looking behind me because it sounds like it sounded like the elevator part. There's three elevators. It sounded like it was about to collapse. It was like boom, 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 and then it starts swaying. Like I feel the swaying a little bit, and then I look at King, and I'm like, "What's going on? Like, what's happening?" And then like I start hearing it. Like it just got louder. Like the I don't know if it was the
I
elevator
it was.
moving.
I think
Like
it
I don't
was.
know what it was moving.
Truthfully, I believe as I like thought about it now, we was hearing vibration of the earth. Like we was hearing the vibration shake the building that would made all that ring noise because they got metal in the buildings. So
Yeah.
all that was getting shook up, making a noise. So that was like what is going like what the hell? Like it was like a
And
yeah,
then
like hearing vibration at that peak. It was crazy. Go
it
ahead.
was it was it was really really loud. It sounded. My first thought was, "Oh my God, this building is about to collapse." I'm like, "King, our girls, we gotta get our girls. They're upstairs. They're
Okay, so
upstairs."
this is where it goes into me where I'm hearing it and I see the water coming down,
Yes,
clashing
and then
down,
I
and
look.
then
Yep.
I'm end up like looking around and like at everything, and I'm looking at the street because everything's still going normal on the street, like all the cars still passing by, everything look normal on that side, and then it started to get a little more like louder. A couple things start to fall off the building a little bit, and then someone was like, "It's an earthquake." And then she looked at me and I looked at her, and then she told me, she was like, "The girls are still upstairs." And at that time, I just dropped everything that I could. I just dropped everything, the water bottles, and I remember just running, like going back inside the building. And I thought about like I can't go up the elevator, so I went through the sideway on the right hand side. She's at the like you passed me up. You're still outside, so I went on the side and I see all the women, like all of like the service women who clean up the place, make sure it's clean. They are outside the building, like five of them, like huddle up, and they like I'm asking them like, "Where are the stairs? Where's the emergency? Where the stairs at? My daughter up there." And they was telling me like, "No, don't go, please don't go." They was all terrified, and then I just turned my back and I just ran to the side where it was locked at, and the door was locked, and I couldn't even like get into that part. So I was like, okay. I ran all the way around the building as fast as I can. True be told, like I jumped over a scooter. Hopefully somebody bike didn't break because I didn't push one of those bikes down because I was looking like at the back on where the emergency like to get in, and at the back there's an office.
Although, yeah.
There was a little office that of course probably was locked. So I run around. I get to the other side of the building, and I see a man run out the side door with his shirt off, and somebody else was coming. Then I was like, "That's the stairs. Is that the stairs?" And then I just ran inside the building up the stairs, and I'm running up the stairs with people like just running down, running down, running down, and I got to like the first floor, second floor, third floor, fourth floor. People coming down. Then at one point, it got to the part that nobody was
Coming down
coming
anymore?
down. But then it's like for me, while I was in the building, it felt like it got worse. Like the walls and stuff was cracking, and it was just like vibration even more. Like that loud sound got even louder, and the thing just got to shaking more, got to shaking more. And to me, at that time frame, I'm actually like real shit. I'm thinking like, is this like one of those situations that like like is that that shit was for real. So I'm going up, and all I could think like maybe it's just like this building could collapse at any time because I didn't know like how it was gonna go. All I just know I had to get to the 14th floor to get to the kids. So I got all the way to the 6th floor, and then my mind just kind of said like, what if like what if the nanny went down going down? Because when I was going up, I was seeing all the nannies that she even hang with.
Yeah, with the babies.
I
Yeah,
was seeing all the other nannies besides us, and I'm like, that was a feeling too, like seeing all the other nannies that she hang with and the kids be with and not see her. It was just like a terrifying situation on me. Just like, man, I got to get to the 14th floor. But then it was like crazy how the human body, like I'm in shock, naturally going up flight of stairs.
Use like
I'm
a
getting,
tunnel vision though.
yeah, like I'm getting up there and I'm just like, all I think I remember looking at my watch. I don't even know what time it was. All I just saw was 28. It was March 28th, and then my mind was like, maybe they went downstairs because I was already coming up the opposite side of the stairs on where our condo door is. So if
Even
she,
if she did come down, you wouldn't have even
I
seen
wouldn't
her.
haven't saw her. I had realized that, so I went back downstairs, and I'm going back down, running back down, and then by the time I got outside again, and I saw you, and you was like they still up there. You ain't see the kids. So what I did was I had to like run, cause my body at this point I'm
Mind
high.
you, y'all,
Go ahead.
we didn't eat nothing. All we
Yes,
had was coffee. Now I
yes.
didn't even have no water
I
that
didn't have
day.
breakfast that
I didn't have no
morning.
breakfast. All we had was coffee. Was a coffee. But he's going up all those stairs, the 6 flight of stairs, the first time. I'm outside, like I feel like my body got into like a shock. Like I was just thinking, like, oh my god, like this building is about to collapse. My kids are in there. King went in there. I literally felt like I didn't know what to. I felt so like I felt helpless. I didn't know what to do. The nanny's texting me like, "Ma'am, please come. Like, please help." Like she didn't have a key card. She didn't have a key card, and I'm telling her, I'm like, "King's coming up the stairs." I'm like screaming. I'm crying. I'm watching like the water from our rooftop pool on the other side. I'm watching it like splash down. I'm literally like watching it come down. I'm watching everybody run out this building. I'm in front of this building. I'm looking up. I'm like, oh my god, like I don't want to move because if they come, I want to grab them. But I just didn't know what like my body felt like I my thought was like I wasn't even scared for me. I was like, oh my
True.
god, like my babies are in here and this building is about to collapse.
Same.
That's what I
I
was
thought
thinking.
like
I
that.
thought the building was
Yeah.
going to collapse and King went in there. I'm like, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know if I should run in there too. I didn't know if I should keep standing outside. I didn't know what it was like. Oh, it was like the worst feeling
it
of
was a
my
moment
entire life.
where for myself in the building, hearing it get worse, and I'm thinking the same thing. Like, man, this building about to collapse. My kids upstairs, I didn't get to them on time. Like, I just started feeling like, I started feeling like,
It's okay.
I ran back downstairs, and I didn't see them, so I ended up grabbing the water because I was dehydrated and I needed some water. And then I was like, fuck it. I went back upstairs. I ran back up. I got to like the fourth floor, and people was going back down. They was pushing me down. It was like I couldn't go back up. So
The security and
yeah,
stuff.
so I ended up like, I was cursing. I was like, fuck. Like, so I'm running back down, and then by the time I run back down and I came out,
It's like I'm telling y'all.
then Esther, like I saw, saw
It was
Esther.
like you was running from one way, and then Esther started running from like the inside of the building. It was like I saw like both. I saw both of y'all coming, and it was just like
Mhm.
it was God. And Esther ended up coming downstairs. She ended up getting in the elevator instead of the stairs. She got in the elevator. Thank God there was somebody else in the elevator with a key card, and she told me that she was so scared. She was so scared. She got in the elevator with the lady. The lady that was in the elevator, they were all hugging each other, going downstairs crying. When she got out, she was running. I grabbed Ocean. I grabbed Esther. We all started running towards like the front of all the buildings. Esther started crying. I was crying. Like King was all. We were all hugging, crying. It was
Yeah,
just.
we all had a group hug. We all made sure we definitely was appreciating and thanking her, and we was even holding her after she gave the kids to us and stuff. We hold her, made sure she was straight, asking her she was okay. She was like she was okay, she was fine. She
She
was
was so
scared.
scared.
She said she was scared because at the time she was seeing the walls.
She saw it. I feel
Yeah,
so
she saw
because she
everything.
was inside, and I know, like, y'all, when we went back and we saw the walls, like, I could just imagine how scared she was, like, waiting for an elevator and seeing all the walls crack with the girls. Like, I feel like as a mom, like, that's your worst fear is, like, something like this to happen and not be with your kids or you know, and Ocean was scared. And she said Lenny was holding on to her so tight. And I'm very thankful. You
Thank you.
know, a lot of you guys might not know this either, but like our nanny, she believes in God. So I feel like God really had our whole family
Like
covered. And
she's on our side with it.
she's from, she's actually from the country where the earthquake happened. Her family still lives there. She's from Myanmar, but she is the only one in her family who believes in God. She goes to church. She's Christian, and I just feel like God had her, my babies covered, us covered, and I'm very thankful for her. I kept telling her that. She stood with us the whole day. So after like the earthquake happened, and we were all just standing there crying, everybody was just in disbelief. We didn't know what to do.
That's when I kind of started too, because I had the camera like. There was more videos to do. Like this camera that she got me for like the night before. Like I'm gonna have to show all that, but I had just got this camera. It was in my pocket. I was just doing test shots with it. And once we got all like together and stuff, my mind was just like, you know what, like I got to show this right now because it's really like our lifestyle, like what's really going on. After like, of course, like our nanny was straight, the kids were straight, and you know Esther, I guess she felt like an attachment to our kids. So you know, I understood like she wanted to hold,
she
like
was holding
yeah,
Lenny.
she was holding Lenny already, and then Ocean, but
I was holding Ocean, and King was holding Ocean as well.
yeah, we all was, you know, we had our moment. It was just something that just wasn't captured on camera that I guess kind of made sense for y'all, but um, in reality format, I was making sure like Esther was okay, just being her support as well. She was doing the same. I was making sure everyone was support.
I was really on my phone trying to figure out. Honestly, my whole we were in shock. I was in shock. I had no idea what to do. My first instinct was shit. Like I didn't know what was happening. I didn't know what was happening. I didn't know the repercussions after. Once they said it's an earthquake, I'm like that was crazy. Like
Yeah.
something else might be happening next. So I'm thinking like, oh my god, like our passports are upstairs, and that's why a lot of people are confused. Like, oh, how'd you guys have your phones but didn't grab your passports? We weren't in the
I mean, yeah, we
house.
heard
We
our
was in the
essentials with
lobby.
us, with
You know what
our
I mean? I didn't even have my purse with me because I wasn't planning on. We weren't leaving for the day. Like I was just looking for King. So we didn't have our passports. We do have pictures of our passports, but at the time I wasn't even thinking that we had pictures. But I'm texting Kendall. Kendall from the Sands family. She also lives in Bangkok. I'm texting her. She's asking me like, "Are you okay? Try to get to the U.S. embassy. Get to the U.S. embassy. It's okay if you don't have your passports. You should get out of here." I'm sure her body was in shock too because she just ran down 33 flights of stairs with three girls, like no shoes on either. You know what I mean? So she's telling me, get to the U.S. embassy. Like you need to take shelter. They have shelter behind the U.S. embassy. Like you'll be safe there. So I'm telling them, I'm like, come on, like let's go, because I didn't know if it was gonna happen again. I didn't know if the buildings were gonna collapse. We have our condo, our supale, like our condo has three humongous buildings. So us standing in front of these three humongous buildings, I felt like was not safe. So we ended up getting in a taxi. When we get into the taxi, she texts me again. She's like, the government said there's going to be an aftershock at 2:30. I'm already like, my anxiety is through the roof. King, he's holding it down. I told him yesterday, I'm like, I'm so thankful for him because how calm he was, how like he just made sure we were all comforted. Like he made sure everything was like, like I feel like in a situation like that, it's good to have somebody who is calm, even though he was so scared in the inside, but he had his calmness and reassurance.
At that time, like just being like, I could just say I just felt like everything was really in high pursuit for me, and it was like, I don't know how people like in the army or something, how you just get tunnel vision to like real life faith over fear, or like your adrenaline is just like, I guess a hero or something. I don't know. Like it just, my whole mind was just like, I can't really say much because you can't say something that you really just don't know. You really have to sit down and just watch you don't want to look past everything in a moment like that because you can have signs within those moments, or like listening to what somebody else said, or not get so like fragile in your head and paranoid or panic in your head for you to do the wrong thing. For example, to me in my head, I'm like, we shouldn't go to the airport because who gonna let us on a plane to get out of here any faster than anybody else? that's going to the airport at that time.
Yeah.
Like, go to the U.S. Embassy. Yeah, that's true, but there's so much traffic. People doing the same thing. This right now is an emergency, so it's like all you could do is just have each other and gather each other and just, the best thing was we was all with each other, so we had to just move from there. Cause like moving so fast, it's just always in God's place and timing on how we, it was just one of those things you really had to just wait out and just see. And I'm happy that I was very much brave to have, like, that was my first situation on an earthquake. Yes, I have been in hurricanes. I've been out of power for 2 weeks before. I didn't help people get out their homes. I didn't flipped over in a car not 3 times like in a car, but like the car flipped over twice, 3 times. Like, I've been through situations that like just can happen anywhere to anybody. Anything can happen on this world of earth. Like, you could be at the wrong place, wrong time, right place, something to happen. Like, that's just how life and society is. And I'm just so thankful for the man above to even give me the strength and courage to like just drop everything and get straight to the point. Because a lot of people could freeze up or froze up. It's just, man, I risk my life for any of my kids, and that's just a situation that I really thought in my heart, like, my kids are upstairs and this building from the collapse, like, I couldn't even imagine just losing, like, to something like that. Like, that is, and right now to this day, like, I'm still a little, like, noise right now or fragile, like, I'm keeping it in, like, I haven't, like, shed a tear about it, because it's just, like, it happened and it's done. I don't know, it's just, I don't know, I don't know, I really don't. It's just one of those things that I just maybe got in the inside of me right now. Maybe later on in life I have to like let it out in a different way or find something for it. But yeah, I haven't like I just been really, firm about it.
I
And they
think
can
you
show me straight.
still, yeah. We just been trying to like figure out what's our next steps. We want to do what's best for our family and like make sure we're safe. I know a lot of people are telling us like, you guys need to go back to the U.S. and I think we've decided like
Yeah.
there's no point in going back. Like there's natural disasters that happen all over the world. This was just
A
something
lesson learned and know, and it keep us on it got us on our toes,
Yeah.
very alert, because you could take precaution in anything, and anything can happen anywhere. So these are one of those things that, like, yes, Thailand is a beautiful place. Yes, the people, and like our prayers to everyone that's in Thailand that got hurt, injured, because this, man, the people here are so like nice and so welcoming and so like sweet and so like kind hearted. Like, I wouldn't want anything to happen to them just off of the hospitality that they give us, and us being foreigners. Even after the situation, them giving out water, they giving out like come inside the air, like it just was a disaster that was making everybody close, and they had traffic, walking traffic.
Oh my
It
gosh.
just it
It
was
was
a lot. It
walking
was a lot
traffic.
going on. It was a lot. And
After wait, let's finish it.
keep going.
So after like we got into the taxi, our taxi ended up running out of gas because we were in traffic for so long. So at that point, we're like, okay, let's get out. Ocean doesn't have no shoes. Let's go find her some shoes, because Ocean's really heavy. King was holding Ocean. The nanny was holding Lenny. I can't really hold neither one of them because of my hernia. It gets really hard and it hurts. So that's why
It's
you
like putting
probably
strength. It's like when you got weight, when she's carrying something, it strengthens her core up, so she have to use more of her stomach core, her abdomen, and that's where the hole is at. So that's all understandable on that one.
that's why you
Me
guys. I
holding,
was holding Ocean a little
yeah,
bit, but I can't do it for too long. So we were like, let's go get Ocean some shoes. King was holding Ocean the whole entire time until she got shoes. Let's go get Ocean some shoes. So we're just walking around. We ended up stopping at a 7-Eleven because we literally had not eaten. The girls had eaten. We had not eaten. We all needed to get food. We all needed to get water. We ended up sitting down like on the sidewalk. Everybody like in Bangkok was just outside sitting around. Like nobody was really inside. Everybody, all the trains were down. It was so much traffic. I had to charge my phone. We ate food once we realized like let's go get her some shoes. We were still walking. We was walking for like a long time. We sat somewhere else in like an AC building. We charged up the phone and we were just like that's when you see the video, the last video where we're sitting down. We sat in that place for like an hour, just cooling down
then
and relaxing.
the next clip I was showing y'all, like the buses, the mall, how everybody was out. And I think from that
We
point,
walked for like 2 hours, y'all. Ocean had shoes. We got shoes. Ocean, we walked for 2 hours to get
Yes.
back home
Yes.
because
We ended
everything
up
was
stopping at
down.
another 7-Eleven to get more water and snacks. Well, we
Yeah,
got water. We didn't get snacks. We just got water because it
and
was a
like
real
bananas for the
long. It
kids.
was a
Yeah,
real long walk, and probably from if
it
you
was
from
walking
Thailand and you
traffic.
watching this, we really walked from basically Central World all the way to Sukhumvit 39. So if you know how far that is a real far. Plus, it was sidewalk traffic, meaning there were so many people on the
Because everything was
sidewalk.
down.
The cars, the bus station, everything was like just shut down. You couldn't shop, but there was letting people in the stores just to get like air and like water. 7-Elevens, like the main little places. But all in all, it was just like, yeah, we had to take that walk. And by the time we got back, that's when we saw everyone. In the time we was walking back, they kind of had text you our building was saying like,
Oh yeah, they said we could enter the building now, so that's why we ended up walking back.
Yeah.
And was like, okay, let's go pack some clothes. Let's go get our passports. Let's go see the damage that's done in the condo.
Thanks.
And then you guys, in the last video, we showed you guys the damage that's done. That's why we decided like it just doesn't feel right.
It didn't
feel safe. It wasn't going to be comfortable. Our next door neighbor, he told us like he's going to a hotel because just to be safe. We didn't know if there was any aftershocks that were going to happen. We didn't know what could happen next. So we were like, we really didn't know what to do. We didn't really know where to go because we're like, if we go to a hotel in Bangkok, most of the hotels are really big. So they probably have the same thing that our condo has, like cracks through the wall. So we ended up speaking to somebody else in our condo.
They spoke good English. She was from South Africa. Mm-hmm. From South Africa.
And she told us to go to this one city. It was like a countryer city. Or she said to go to Pattaya. Pattaya didn't get hit at all. And she was like, you're better off there. That way you just have like comfort and it's like, safe. You feel safe going to bed at night. So we ended up, King flagged a taxi.
Yeah, I ended up like leaving out the condo. I went to the main road. Maybe like 3 taxis passed me up with people in them, and then one pulled up. And I just told him I got like 1,400 baht for you to bring me to Pattaya, and he was like, okay. And I told him let him follow me to the back Tower D. Got the girls and stuff, and let's get in. And
it was a 2-hour drive.
Well, it was 2 hours.
We got here like 1 a.m.
Yep. But good thing it was crazy because the way we came, it wasn't no traffic.
Yeah, and because how late we waited.
The way everybody else was going, everybody was going to the airport. Everybody was going places like, like going
to the countryside and other places.
Everybody was going the same route, so I feel like that's where the jam came up at. So I'm glad.
But a lot of people were stuck.
Way. Yeah, a lot of people were stuck in that traffic. A lot of people in Thailand too. That's why I'm like major prayers to them. Some people slept outside in the park, like they opened the parks up for people. People were sleeping downstairs from their condos. People were sleeping like on side of the roads. It just was like a real life like situation that I just pray over Thailand and Bangkok.
I'm praying for Thailand and Myanmar.
Yeah,
Myanmar got that's where the earthquake came from. They got it the worst. I'm praying for them, and I'm praying for the people that are like that building that collapsed 2 videos ago. When we was at the market. Cha. If you guys look on our channel, 2 videos ago, we did a market video. We were right in front of that building. Right in front of that building.
Construction work.
And what's crazy too, let me tell you this as well. What's crazy as well is that the day that earthquake happened, I was telling the nanny, because I thought King was going to go with his friends. So I was telling the nanny, I'm like, we should go back to the market because I wanted to get ocean of fish. And I was like, she told me that they had fishes at that market. And I was like, we should go back to that market. Like, I was thinking to go to that market that day. And thank God I didn't go. Like, thank God I did not go because when that building collapsed, debris fell everywhere. There was smoke everywhere. It just did a lot of damage in that area. So this is why I say, like, we are very blessed. We are God's children. God covered us all the way. He made it. So we didn't go to that market. He made it. So my nanny did get downstairs with the kids. He made it. Thank God that we weren't somewhere else.
Like far out.
Thank goodness we were not somewhere else. Thank goodness I had made it to the lobby. King made it to the lobby. And I wasn't all the way at the rooftop. And he was at the lobby. And then he's trying to figure out, you know what I mean? Like we were together and then I knew where he was going. He knew where I was. You know, we knew we had to get to the kids. So
Mm.
I think how everything happened, it was definitely like a very scary moment. It's very traumatizing. I would say that I feel like just that feeling alone of not knowing what to do and not knowing where to go and not knowing if my babies were going to be okay was very scary. But the way that King handled the situation, like, you know, I keep commending him for it. I think very brave. It just shows what kind of man he is. It's just he got straight to it. He had tunnel vision to get to our girls, and we want to thank our nanny. We thanked her already
Thank
a
her.
lot in person.
Just
Like
know,
we
like
gave her hugs, everything.
everything,
We
like
said your family. Like
for
we
real.
wish she could have came here to Pattaya with us, but she had to go back to her place to make sure everything was safe and get rest because she had to go home, and it was just a lot.
It was a lot. It was a big pill to swallow, and you know, at that time, like really, when we heard that there was another maybe a shock wave coming afterward, which was supposed to be at 2:30. We all started texting people that was back at home to, like, you know, just if anything, just say like, hey, like I love you and da 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 da, which was a frightening moment to even like text people and just not even trying to tell them like what was going on.
It's like you didn't know.
Yeah, I
We
really
didn't
we
know.
didn't know.
We didn't know
We was
we
just
didn't know
like,
what was gonna happen next. I'm giving him like I'm calling my mom. I'm texting people like I love you. Like I'm in an earthquake. Like I didn't know what was happening. I was very thankful that at that point we was all in the taxi together. But I was so scared that I didn't know what was next. Especially I just didn't know. But I think now that this situation has happened, I will say for sure we are gonna have emergency plans, emergency bag. You can never be like you can be prepared, but really natural disasters happen at any moment. Like who would
anytime.
have thought like we wake up and that was going to be the day? You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like it's not something you can really plan for,
yeah, like
but in a way you
it's that.
can.
Yeah, it's just how you can't. We humans on Earth, God got us here. Things are bigger than us. Us humans just have to maneuver through when the time is and gather each other, make sure everyone is straight, and make sure like, yeah, it's just that's a situation that is very very much frightening off the feelings and emotions that you just didn't know the answers to. Like I say, going up the building. I asked him like, how long was that going for? Because
For you, it felt like you was in there forever. Huh?
yes, bro, because it got worse. It went like worse. Because when I was outside, I heard the vibration. I'm hearing it, but when I was inside,
You felt it.
I felt it, and then I heard it go like a level up a notch. Like I'm like, oh, this bitch is about to collapse. I'm like, oh, this mother about to come down. And that shit was like, yeah, it was a movie. It was like some shit that I couldn't even like. Yeah, I couldn't even gasp. All I know is just keep going, and you know, God put the thought in my head like at the sixth floor, go back down because they might be down now because I'm coming up the opposite side. And what I knew from our door leaving out our condo, we got emergency stairs. Like as soon as you walk out our front door, there are stairs, the exit door to go down. So I'm like, maybe she went down like that. And I'm on the other side going up. So even if I would have made it up, she probably would, yeah, I just. And then I came back. That was the scary part when I went back down and it wasn't there. And I had to go back in. And I just thought that one, I really thought like, oh man, this probably this over situation. My time is like running out. You know?
Yeah.
Time is running out that time. But afterwards, it was. I'm so happy we all
We're
was
safe.
together. Yeah, we safe.
We are safe. I know a lot of you guys have been praying for us, and we thank
You.
you guys so much for
Thank you.
praying for us. We are in Pattaya. I've been contacting like our realtor. I've been contacting like the Super A team, which is the condo that we live in, trying to see if like the structure engineer has gone to our specific building yet and checked to see if like it's safe. A lot of a lot of people are saying that the cracks could be just from the drywall, that it might not be even like the actual structure. It could be from the drywall. But we just want to make sure. You can never be too safe, especially that we have kids and we do live on the 14th floor. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, this was a
There was a
very
moment. This was a moment that
crazy.
we actually experienced living in Bangkok, Thailand, on the other side of the world. especially as Americans, because we
Oh,
don't normally go through things like this at
well,
all.
people do.
Well, I mean, I
People
haven't. I'm
do.
gonna speak for me.
People do.
I never.
I've been through
I'm
earthquakes,
from the
just
south. We
never
used
this
to
bad.
hurricanes and power going
And
out
like flooding
and
and house.
flooding. I'm
This is
used
what,
to that.
and a
So
lot of people are saying like, oh, like when you move to a place like Thailand, like these are things that are normal.
it
It
didn't
is not.
happen.
It hasn't. Uh, an earthquake in Bangkok, Thailand, has not happened in over 20 years. Minor earthquakes in other parts of Thailand has happened, but never a 7.9 magnitude. A
From something
tsunami has
else.
not happened in Thailand in 15 years. The last one I think was in Phuket 15 years ago. You know what I mean? And now it's a completely different ball game where if a tsunami was to happen or anything like that, like they'll know. But a earthquake, you can't really know when an earthquake is going to happen. That's something that you can't be prepared for. Whereas, if a hurricane is coming, like you know what
You
I
got
mean,
time to prepare for those
you have
things,
time to
warnings
prepare
and
and
all that.
evacuate and stuff like that. And I think a lot of people are telling us just to go back to the U.S. and it's like there's no different from when we was in Texas and we was out of power for 9 days in 100-degree weather with nowhere to go. You know what I mean? All hotels booked up. The baby. There's places all over the world, all over the states that have natural disasters. Florida flooding, California, everything on fire. There's natural disasters that happen everywhere.
Wake up, we here.
She look like that over her shoulder. Grab her, go grab her. Oh, you baby. You the baby. You the baby. Here. So I know a lot of people don't really know, and neither do we. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest. Like neither do we really know, but I'm just thankful that we're here. We're together as a family. That's all I can really be thankful for, and I'm thankful for everybody that's checked in on us, called us. I'm thankful for all our friends, family, our supporters praying for us, and we just wanted to give you guys like a real story time of what happened. Let you guys know that we are safe. We've been in Pattaya for a couple days now. Just like honestly, yesterday we didn't really leave.
No, we didn't leave this building. We was
like when I tell you that, wait, when we first got here the first night at like 1 a.m. and we got into our room, we all cuddled. Like it was probably the best sleep of my entire life.
We took a shower. We rinsed the day off. We
got in bed and we all went to bed.
Yeah, we all like stayed up close, and then the next day it was just
we stayed in the room all day.
I've been in my PJs 2 days in a row. Like not this one, but I had another PJ set on, and I put a PJs the whole way.
Yeah, I think we just been like kind of. The first night when we got here, trying to go to bed, it was a little bit hard for me because everything just kept replaying in my head. You know, it's like I couldn't stop thinking about it.
I was hearing the cars outside too going fast. I don't like that. I don't like that vibration noise. It was like
I'll never forget. I'll never forget it. I will never forget that. I'll never forget that.
You know how you hear vibration on the table of your phone, but like actually hearing like vroom, vroom, and like is. That was crazy.
It was a very scary.
Water falling off. It was just like whoa, and because it in reality format, when it was happening, certain things were still moving on the street, like our regular street, like everything was normal. So it was like, what is going on? And then people just start running and going. I was like, bro, that shit was crazy. But yeah, we just wanted to stop by and just give y'all an update. We had other things too that's coming up this week before all this happened. Yes. So stay tuned for that. We wish that was like kind of like yesterday or a day before it happened to like, but we got things on the way for y'all. So please stay tuned. More on the way.
We'll probably keep you guys updated too. Whenever we do get back to the condo, whenever they say it's like completely safe,
we'll keep y'all updated.
We'll keep y'all updated for sure.
Definitely. I really appreciate my supporters that text me on Instagram. People who tapped in. Like, man, thank y'all so much because that really does stuff for us. Just in the place and the time and a moment like this. Like, I love y'all. I really genuinely do. If it wasn't for y'all, we wouldn't be here today.
No, seriously though, like even reading comments, like y'all had me emotional the other night. Reading comments and y'all saying like y'all the first people that I like, I prayed for you guys as soon as I saw the news.
Thank
Like you
you.
guys have me in tears. I feel like y'all are family. Like we really, really, really appreciate you guys. Like we really appreciate every supporter, anybody that had us in their prayers. Like we
Thank you.
appreciate you so
Thank you.
freaking much.
Thank you. Genuinely do. But we'll see y'all next time.
Say
We'll give y'all
bye
more updates once we
bye.
get back to
Tell
our
them.
home.
Say bye. Say bye bye. Say cheese. Cheese.
We'll see y'all next time, man. Thank you so much. Keep y'all updated. See y'all next time. LK fam. Love every single one of y'all.